In Beck's segment tonight, the standoff over Obamacare has turned really nasty, both sides using rhetoric laced with vitriol. A new political ad by the Republican Senatorial Committee spotlights the Democrats.
I call them legislative arsonists. They're there to burn down.
The Republican inmates are running the asylum.
What we're not for is negotiating with people who have a bomb strapped to their chest.
We can't do it with a gun held to the head.
But if you can help one child who has cancer, why wouldn't you do it?
Why would we want to do that?
Taking hostages.
A hostage taker.
Hostage taking.
I believe it's terrorism.
Political terrorism.
They are not holding your children hostage. They are trying to blow your children up.
All right, here now to react, Monica Crowley and Alan Combs. So, Combs, shouldn't everybody just tone it down?
I think so. I think so.
I mean,
not all of that. Look, it is almost like holding something hostage to another piece of legislation is a typical expression. Nothing terrible about saying that.
No, but a lot of that stuff is angrily
Some of it is.
put forth.
I think it helps.
And, I mean, it doesn't help at all. What do you say?
Well, I'm probably going to take a contrarian view here because I think it's well, let me make a distinction. I think it's fair play because we've had this kind of incendiary language used in politics since the beginning of the Republic. Founding fathers we're talking about each other, talking trash. So it's always existed. The distinction here is if you're talking about a talk show host like you or analysts like Alan and me, that's one thing. If you're talking about the President of the United States, the Senate Majority Leader, the House Minority Leader, that's a different issue because you're talking about people in positions of high authority and responsibility that should be setting a higher standard.
But if you watch Spielberg's Lincoln movie and you see the language that they used, the senators, and when they were trying to get rid of slavery, oh my God. So it's the same. But there's a mean-spirited, and I want to get Combs's reflection on it. Combs, I want you to reflect.
Call me Alan if you like.
No, I really don't want to go overboard and do that. There's a mean-spiritedness on both sides.
I agree, but on both sides. I think Monica made a good point.
Wait. I don't care about Monica's point. With all due respect to Monica.
Okay.
No, I want you to reflect. Your side.
Right.
Why is it so mean? I'm going to ask her on her side.
All right.
Why is it so mean?
I think there's a lot of anger. And I think
Why?
Because there's a strong sense that there is anger on both sides and that there's been a plot to hold the entire, and I'll say it, hold the entire government hostage to defunding a bill that was already been passed.
Okay, but it's a ploy. It's a ploy they're using. Why can't they just expose the ploy, the left, and say, take the higher ground? Why is it so angry?
Well, the angrier people seem to be the bloviating talk show hosts. And you're right, bloviating talk show hosts is different than being an official.
Are angry, and Schumer, they're angry people.
Well, so look, people are angry at each other. I'm saying that people are angry at each other.
Let me say
No. Your side. And you're in the industry. You're in this. I know. Your side, and you're in the talk show industry because a lot of it comes out of there. They're angry. They hate Obama. They hate him.
No, I would take issue with that. I don't think it's a personal thing against Barack Obama. It's what he is doing to the country that we're upset about.
Okay,
and damn straight we're angry.
But they're not doing it with any, like William F. Buckley would, President Obama.
Well, they're
not doing it that way. They're calling him a communist and a Muslim and everything else.
Wait a minute. There are intellectuals on the conservative side, like Charles Krauthammer and others.
We're talking about your crew. Okay? Your crew. Why are they so angry?
Well, we're angry because of what's happening to the country and the president.
But you can't be
and
William
the
F.
majority
Buckley
party in the Senate.
No one knows those words.
Let me just try to explain it. I think on both sides passions run very high.
Yes.
I think we're in a new media world where you have a huge ricochet, you've got a huge echo chamber, and it feeds off of itself. So when passions are running high, it builds and constantly escalates. Is that a good thing? Not necessarily, but I don't see how you can contain it.
All right. I'm not trying to contain it, by the way. I'm trying to understand it. I mean, freedom of speech extends into all of this rhetoric, and I understand.
Look, I think.
And I've been wait. And I've been guilty of being bombastic.
No,
you're kidding.
No.
But I don't do it. I don't do it. Even when I said that you weren't telling the truth a few months ago, I didn't do it in a mean-spirited way. That was more frustration. I don't want to hurt my opponents, but I see on both sides they want to hurt.
Well, wouldn't
you say that sometimes you may, as you just said, things come out in frustration, not because you want to hurt the opponent? Couldn't that also be said by the politicians and other bloviators we saw just in that clip, that it's frustration? They're not necessarily going to hurt or want to hurt somebody like you. They may be just frustrated at the moment.
Could be, but they have a pattern of behavior that people that the commercial feature.
But look, let's not be so self-righteous about this. We all talk a good line on about we want to see civility in our politics and in our culture, and all of that is true, and that's great. But let's understand something here, that we're all kind of part of this. And when frustrations and passions run high, yes, sometimes it comes out in inappropriate ways. But politics is a blood sport. It's hardball. Yeah. And, you know, sometimes it comes out in ways that you would say, not the greatest, but it's been this way since Adam.
It's been this way forever.
We live in a digital soundbite medium where things go viral, and I think there's this attitude, let this go viral. I hope what I say gets out there, and the virality of it makes it attractive to people.
High office holders, though, should be held to a different standard. They have a certain responsibility to try to bring us all together, try to set a higher standard for decorum.
Well, nobody's bringing us together, that's for sure.